my God. Tugs is having a moment. She is
I
drinking her non-alcoholic beer. And she's drunk.
Yeah, I'm drunk by proxy. Also, how cool is this artwork though?
I
Isn't
love
that
it.
cool?
I need like a good non-alcoholic bevy, which I'm just
Honestly,
drinking water.
yeah, well, there you go. This is a non-alcoholic Guinness, and it actually doesn't taste like it doesn't taste anywhere near a Guinness. I mean, okay, let me take that back. It doesn't taste like a Guinness, but it's not bad. It's a good replacement. And I also have a bunch of like the ritual proof non-alcoholic liquors, which I like
I
personally.
have never tried that.
Mm-hmm. They're not
Well,
bad. I'm trying
maybe,
to cut back, guys. I'm trying to cut back because the girls bad.
and I'm trying to get skinny for Vegas. Honestly,
Oh,
it's a
good luck.
struggle.
That's like a week from now. I still need to get
Oh, we
I
have
still
like
need to get
4 weeks.
flights to Vegas.
We have 4 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 weeks away. And I'm doing good
I'm
so
gonna stop
far.
eating.
I feel, well, you know what? I dyed my hair and I feel like a whole new woman.
Yeah, that
Realistically.
happens. I know. I had good nails on, but they've started to fall off, so
Oh,
I have to redo them.
boo. Yeah.
That's okay. That's
That's
why
why I
we
got
wear press-ons.
a more
Yeah.
clear polish. You can tell
Yeah.
it's like a little ratchet,
That's
but
why we
that's
wear
fine.
press-on. But look, they were cows. They were cow prints. They were so cute. But these
Moo.
ones, these are the brand I usually use, and they usually last me a month. Like the Valentine's Day ones lasted a month, and I'd like force them off. But these ones are a little bit longer and a little bit wider than normal because they're the medium size nail or whatever.
Mhm.
And so my nail beds are very small, and so they usually don't last very long. But I got a week out of them, so we'll take what we can get. I want to dye my
Absolutely.
hair every time. Every time I go by the hair section at Walmart, like the dyes, I'm like, I just dye one.
I am literally going into my grandma era because I wanted to crochet a blanket because I when I lay in bed, which is literally right behind this desk, I don't want to peel my blanket off of the bed that I've made. So I want to get like a blanket to just throw over myself.
That's
So
fair.
it's a lot
That's
of
fair.
stuff. So I'm going to crochet a blanket at some point. I have yarn being ordered and yarn here, and my crochet hooks are on the way over here on Saturday. I'm getting them delivered. I'm gonna
Yay!
be able to be a grandma, guys. I'm like a cool grandma because I have
I want a blanket. Will you crochet me a blanket?
that will take me, well, let me start with mine first. Let's see how long it takes. The last blanket I made, it was a queen size bed, and the blanket took me a year and a half.
That sounds about right.
So, it'll take me at least 6 months to make this blanket, I think.
You know what I do to make a blanket? It'd probably be easier. Although now you've already ordered the supplies. So there's that. You go to the store, fabric store, Walmart, Joann, wherever, pick one, wherever you want of your fabric. You pick fabrics that you like, two fabrics that you like. You cut them to blanket size. They cut them for you. You buy them, you take them home and you cut slits on the edges of them of
Oh,
each
like a
one.
fringe.
Yeah, like a fringe. And then you lay the two fabrics on top of each other and you tie them in knots together, like super tight
Ooh.
knots. And then you have a fringe blanket that usually fleece, nice and warm. It's super cute. You don't got to worry about crocheting it. That's how I make blankets.
Yeah. Oh, no, this one is gonna be kind of like, I imagine this will be the couch blanket one day, but,
Mhm.
baby steps. I don't have a couch
Pass it on to
yet.
your kids.
Well, see, the blanket that I made, I don't even know where it went. That's the sad part.
No,
So, I
oh no.
know, I know.
That's the worst part.
And I've
Moving
had that
sucks.
thing for
I
like
bet you.
6, 7 years. So maybe one day I'll find it again. But until
Right.
then, we have Cajun Corey here. Thank you for the $5. Says, I once met a woman who mixed up her chapstick with super glue. I tried to find out more, but her lips were sealed. Oh, that makes so much sense because I was like, what is Nightmare saying? Thank you, Cajun, by the way. Nightmare follows up with $2. Cajun Corey described the perfect woman. Hey,
What?
maybe you should date Rachel Zegler under the foot of Disney because she's not
Oh
allowed to
my
say anything.
lord, Rachel Zegler.
No, she's gonna come out again. We all know it. It's just a matter of time.
Oh man. Oh, by the way, just throwing that out there for any of you who have seen the article floating around. I think it's by Variety. It doesn't matter, but they're like, "Oh, early reactions or first reactions to the movie is the wording they use. How showing positive reviews or whatever." Yeah, those first reactions are the Disney influencers. And I know that because I follow a few of them, and 2 days ago, I saw a bunch of them post, like all the ones I follow at the same time. They went to, I don't know if it was the premiere or a separate premiere. I have no idea. Rachel Zegler was there. They all took selfies.
Oh my God. No. That it was, they were invited.
Yeah. So that's what those first reactions are. That's all the Disney
They're
influencers.
bought.
Single one said it sucked. Not even a single one said, it was okay. Every single one of them, oh my God, it was magical, Rachel. You're truly a princess. Oh! I was like, okay.
Disney adults, right?
Yeah, as a Disney adult, I was like, bro.
A little too much.
At least say like it was okay, like it was fine. I didn't believe a single word. Anyway, so those are your first reactions. I'm snitching out. Snitching you influencers out.
Nice.
Mhm.
We got Psychotic Mongoose member for 11 months. Thank you, Psychotic. And it says
I
pickle juice.
I have pickles. I have moonshine pickles, which I've gotten really potent. And I have a garlic pickle that I
I
did
threw
not
it all
eat on
out.
the morning roast. Yeah, yours was gross. My spicy one was delicious. I still have that pickle juice. I'm gonna make a martini, I think, with it.
You go do that. I'll
Hmm.
just not drink water.
The next time you guys want the pickles, I don't know, maybe tonight, depending on how things go.
Oh
I'll eat
my
the garlic
God.
one for
Should
you.
we make a pickle goal for Tugs? I mean, I'm
I'll
down
eat the
for
garlic
that.
one for you. Yeah.
How many would you be willing?
Oh, I don't know. Pick a number for
Because
me.
let's
I mean, we
see.
gotta pick a semi higher number than me just being an easy whore.
Let's do
Because-
10 5 or more super chats.
there we go.
50? 50? We'll go with 50? Okay.
That's fine.
We'll go
50 to
for
100.
we'll
Go to
put the
100.
timer. You want 100?
Yeah, let's go to 100.
Okay,
Let's
so then
aim
that'll be
high.
20 super chats
Yeah.
for $5
If
or
we get
more.
it, we get it. If we don't, I always have my streams we could do too.
There we go.
Either way.
Thank you.
There's always next time.
I will think of something to do. I just don't have a pickle and I refuse to eat a pickle on stream or just a pickle in general. So
I love my pickle. The one I have left is garlic flavored, so it's really gonna be
yeah. Let's see. Andrew Matthews, member for 31 months, says X-ray is a GILF confirmed. Well, if I had children and grandchildren, then maybe. Maybe. We'll
I'm
go
your
with that.
child.
Okay. Even though you're older than me.
I'm older than you, but I'm mentally your child.
We got Cajun with another $5. Tonight's drink, Old Smoky Chocolate Peanut Butter Cream Moonshine. That's
I saw when I went to Specs liquor store to get the pickles for morning roast. They have like the little bottles of the Old Smoky, not Old Smoky, the sipping cream, and one of them is like mint chocolate or something, but it looked like the picture of it looked like a Girl Scout cookie, and I was like,
I do like Girl
this
Scout
close to getting
cookies.
it.
Although apparently they have like some bad chemicals in it. Not surprised to be honest.
So they all do. I'm sure this does too. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 whatever. So I'm sure it's all fake,
just existing, merely existing is bad for you. You know that? You have 100% chance of dying by being alive.
Listen, here's my thing. I eat mostly whole-based animal foods, right? I'm doing better on my foods in general. And I think that maybe perhaps we just don't stress over the little things, you know?
Yeah. Oh, did the goal not go? Start goal. You're not signed. Oh, I have to be channel owner to do this. The goals.
How are you not channel owner?
Well, I'm signed in like through another account, so I got to just open up another thing.
Does it taste like Thin Mints, Corey? Or does it taste like the mint chocolates that you get like on your pillow at a hotel? Because there's a difference. There's a difference. Not usually a mint chocolate person.
I'm gonna get you to read this next, just so I can do this.
Is that a member message? Corey with a member message. Tugs has a Duke pickle too. Oh my God. What?
Okay. I've
Time them out.
decided because I cannot remember the password at this moment. We'll just go with once it hits $100. I can see that part. We're at
Oh yeah, there we go.
1661 right now.
Yeah.
And that
Garlic pickle. Oh
we'll do
man,
it. We'll do
I'm
that.
like mouth
Okay.
watering already.
Oh my
There we
God. She wants that pickle, guys. Nightmare for Two says Rosa Chu is a girl. She never had a freaking pickle.
Who's Rosa Chu?
I don't know who that is. Well,
Rosa
you'll
Chu is a
have to
girl.
let
She
me
never had
know.
a pickle. What
I mean, I barely have had a pickle.
is this? Innuendos?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Andrew Matthews with 2 British pounds says Tugs eat animal food. Technically we
Animal-based
all eat
foods. That's what I meant to
animals
say.
food. Staccato asks, good question. What happens when you hit the goal? I say
I have a
so
garlic pickle to eat.
we hit
Big one.
100 and Tugs eats a pickle, and I will, or what shall I do?
I don't know what you could do. What could you do? You'll have to break your alcohol fast. Take a shot or something. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Like a tiny one.
Take a small shot. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. It's there. We are
I'm trying to think, like, unless you have some weird flavored foods in the house or something. I don't know.
no, I don't think we do. Not that I'm aware of. Like I have cheese, I have strawberries, I have chicken. Like it's not weird. A small shot of what? I have a lot of alcohol upstairs, so we'll see. Welcome, new folks. Our streamers are quite experienced, really promise.
Yeah.
Wait, should I really do a shot? I haven't had a drink. I tried drinking beer
That's
and
up
that did not
honestly,
do
that's
well.
up to you, but that's the only thing I could think of that would be like, I don't know.
I
What's the word I'm going for, but
mean,
if we
I
hit the goal, expert girl gets to leave the corner.
Extra Girl Unleashed. I mean, I could
We're
wear my
highly
Hello
professional.
Kitty suit, but I don't think that's a thing that people really want to see.
A shot or a
Unless
sip. A little one. That's why I was like a little one, like a maybe a half
little
shot.
baby one. I'll go get the bottle. I'll take a little sip, and yes, I don't have a popsicle. Okay, we can workshop it. I'm thinking Hello Kitty outfit, but I don't think that's fun enough.
We're
The maid
13
outfit.
in. Tara! Oh my god, I haven't seen Tara in forever. Where have you been, Tara?
The maid outfit is somewhere over there. I'd have to fish it out of my basket of clean clothes that I have folded. Anyways, that would work after the shark onesie. Okay, guys, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change this. I'm not gonna do a shot because I don't think I'm comfortable doing a shot. I'm sorry. Extra Girl will wear the Hello Kitty onesie. There you go.
Benny.
Okay, so let's get down to business. The business. Okay.
Let's get down to business.
To
To defeat
the Huns.
the
And
shots.
honestly, okay, this makes me really sad for society because if this is real, this is really effed up. I came across this a while ago, and OF model claims she and her mother were impregnated by the same man just 2 weeks apart.
Ayo. Kinky.
That is
Why? Okay, why?
disgusting.
You know what? I'm not going to ask the question because then people are going to take it the wrong way. Never mind.
No, ask it. I want you to ask it.
Why? I think you know where I'm going with this chat, probably. Why is it always white women and a black guy? Why?
Oh no.
Time. If you know what is that? Also, cute cat. You should give it to me because I don't trust it in that house.
Why? I honestly don't know. It's like I feel like we are in a society where like we have so many people who are like size queens, okay? And then all of a sudden you think who has the biggest, right? No,
Yeah.
normally, right?
Yeah, that's why. Because every time it's this some crazy freaking story like this, it's always some stupid white girl.
in this case, girls, and not just girls, mother and daughter.
Every single time.
So think of this. Think of this. We haven't even watched the video yet. If they both have children, her sister has the same father as her daughter.
Yeah, so technically they're related. There would be sisters, right?
Like he would not only be a grandfather, but also a father to the daughter's daughter. That is some sick Game of Thrones stuff.
B-Bean's making fun of me in the chat. Listen, I'm just saying, why? Every single time. Why? What is happening? Maybe it's the pickle size. It's got to be the pickle size.
Like, I don't this is literally insanity. But anyways. Oh yeah, they would be sisters and aunts, or whatever the sister brother, technically speaking, the kids, and one would also be an uncle or an aunt.
Sisters. That's so weird. That's listen.
Disgusting.
The math ain't mathing. Okay, I don't know.
No, the maths, but it's just disgusting.
Wait, where did the real BBC? LDT3 wins the comment section.
Nightmare for $2. I thought this was poor choices, not the real BBC. Oh my god. Anyways, let's watch a little bit of what these people have to say. Are you ready?
It's a beautiful thing, mother and daughter sharing the same husband and baby daddy. You know, it's such a beautiful thing.
It's not often that a mom and daughter are pregnant at the same time, let alone by the same man, but we wouldn't want things to be any other way. So when I found out that my mom was pregnant and by the same man as me, you know.
Wait, how do you not know that you guys are effing the same dude?
I have several questions. One, does mom do OnlyFans too, as well? Is mom also on OnlyFans and like he applied for applications for both of them? Two, is this even real? This isn't. I mean, it doesn't seem natural conversation. It seems like a rehearsed conversation, but that's just me pointing the video out. Three, why? Why is my third question.
But if like say both things happened without the girls' knowledge, mom and daughter, then it's on him. But look at this. They're holding hands. There's like a three-way happening. Like, do you as a throuple, because clearly they're a throuple, he said husband, whatever.
Oh, fair. Boyfriend. Yeah, fair.
Do you, and he's wearing a ring. So I mean, this makes me think it's rehearsed, but who knows? Maybe it's true. If it's true, we're gonna just go with it might be true. It most likely could be true in this scenario.
I wonder if he's married to the daughter.
If that's the case, that's disgusting. Mama is gross.
I mean, either way. If he's married to mom, that makes it weird on the daughter's part. That's her stepdad. Stepdaddy.
I mean, that is literally the start of so many corn videos.
I mean, to be fair, they are OnlyFans, so oh my god. And they're in matching, like semi-matching flower dress. I can't. My brain. You know what? I should have drank the real beer. Oh my gosh! Foxy! I haven't seen you in 800 years. 19K Fox is the situation past gross a long time ago. Pasted? Whatever.
Pasted. Pasted. I don't know.
Pasted?
Passed.
Oh,
passed.
How many whiskeys have we had? Fox. Fox, I miss you. I hope your channel's doing good. I check on it every now and then, but he has an arcade channel. Okay, anyway, sorry, we're derailing.
No worries. This whole thing is a derailment because I do not understand the family dynamic that has occurred between all three of these people. I need to know, as a throuple, do you simultaneously do it together between the three of you guys, or is it separate? It's just a question.
Mm-hmm.
You naturally think that because it's kind of weird to have to be in that situation where you share the same D as your mom does. Like, that's weird, right?
It's all weird. It's all weird. I have questions. Somebody give me the answers.
All right. Well,
I need
maybe
the
there'll be more
mechanics.
answers.
I
There'll be
need
more answers.
Honestly, it was unexpected because again, we weren't trying at all for a baby, but I just like, I don't think there was ever a moment.
All right, let's go back to that photo. Why does she look different? I feel like she looks
the
different,
daughter
right? Yeah,
because she's doing a braid style.
maybe. I don't know. It
To
doesn't look
fit
like the
in.
same girl, but
Fit in. I'm
anyways.
sorry, Arva.
Just like, I don't think there was ever a moment in my mind where, you know, I was upset about it. It was pure joy and bliss for me, like to know that I get to carry a baby alongside the woman who birthed me, and that our baby's going to share that, you know, DNA from the same man. And, you know, he's been so supportive and sweet, and I couldn't imagine things any other way now.
I really crave the sweet and salty. And so, I mean, anything from potato chips dipped in ice cream to pizza drizzled with chocolate.
But when you first met Danny, was there an initial attraction? Because I know that you want to be loyal to Jade. But when you saw her, were you like, what went through your head?
I mean, when I first saw Danny, it was like, I was shocked. I was like, man, she's so beautiful. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's what I'm going to have when, you know, she's older.
I knew
I'm
it.
excited
Told you.
for it.
He is married to her. He's married to the daughter. Or dating the daughter or whatever. But he was with the daughter first. I knew it.
And now he's like, I am so excited because I get to have my cake and eat it too and know what she's going to look like in the future, but also have my other cake here. Holy crap. I hope that they don't have girls, because I would worry at some point, yo boy, that's nasty. Okay. Do not.
You guys, you boys in the chat are doing it all wrong, man. You got to find the girl and date her mom too. Boom, done.
You got your MILF
Oh,
and your
God.
GILF and your MILF GILF. She could be a GMILF. Oh.
Wait, Culture says the dad's a YouTuber. What's his YouTube? What for research purposes?
That is crazy. This is real. Okay, now that they're in like more apparently different times of this, a month ago, maybe I believe it a little more, because that is insane.
I picked a really bad night to drink non-alcoholic beer.
Nick Yardy. Okay.
So when she came in the relationship, it was just like the best of both worlds, you know?
Jade, how does it make you feel hearing that? Does that kind of, you know, do you have any jealousy that sparks knowing that your man thought that your mom was attractive?
No, honestly, like these are my two favorite people in the whole world. I love them both so much. And so knowing that they share the same love for each other that I share for them is really special.
It's beautiful.
The same love for each other that I feel for them. It almost sounds a little ancestral when she says that.
There's no way. Is this real? There's no way. Is this real or is it for clicks? I don't know anymore. And the fact that I have to ask that question. Oh, double gender reveal 11 days ago.
I think it's real.
I'm on his
I think
YouTube
it's
channel.
real. This is like really crazy that this is real.
All right, what are we having? Let's see.
Share. You gotta share it.
Oh, sorry. Well, let me turn the volume up. This one. Share. All right, here we go.
God bless you. Hopefully you can handle this, man. You about to have a big ass family now, so I think I'll do this.
Everybody's guessing. Girl. Jeez. All right, one's a girl. What's the other one? What's the other one?
Oh my God. Culture says for $10, they are actually mother and daughter, and our involvement with each other is real. It's just that they're not actually pregnant, at least not yet. Yardy clarified. So none of them are pregnant? I don't get this.
So the mom a boy and the daughter's having a girl.
But
If they're
apparently
really
it's not. They're
pregnant.
actually pregnant.
What is with all these women lying about pregnancies? Oh my God, I'm done.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Culture. Why?
Are you saying that they're not like, wait, I mean, that's reading pretty clear. So they're faking it?
I mean, for the clicks, it worked. It technically worked.
I'm opening the wine bottle. I'm done.
and Andrew, I literally thought that if it's a boy and a girl, it literally could be Game of Thrones. They're basically twins. They're basically like the Lannisters at this rate. Okay,
Oh my
that is
Lord.
disgusting.
If they don't name them, Cersei and Jamie, that'd be a missed opportunity.
Oh God, Staccato DDS for $10 says, I don't believe this. Looks AI and OF is usually BS. I can agree with that. I want it to be fake because if it's real, that is some crazy, crazy family dynamics. And I don't want to imagine what the future could look like.
Culture dropping just like bombs over here. I love it. Culture's so knowledgeable.
Oh, check DMs.
Who's DMs?
All right. I'm checking my DMs. Culture's sliding into our DMs. Damn.
Ooh. Culture, I haven't seen you forever either. I hope you're doing well. I miss my people.
All right, here we go. YouTuber Nick Yardy says his viral story about getting his girlfriend and mother pregnant was just a ... Okay. They've been in a live-in relationship for 2 years, and Yardy and Jade met during a shoot. So this sent shockwaves. They admitted it was nothing more than a stunt after several social media users pointed out inconsistencies. For starters, neither woman showed any visible baby bump in the month-old video, which I noticed, uploaded to Yardy's channel. On top of that, the mother's supposed fake baby bump appeared fake in certain shots. Third, when Danny playfully patted her belly, it made a hollow sound, suggesting the use of a fake baby pump. So the announcement left his 3.41 million subs and other viewers both shocked and disgusted, which I agree with. Like, I think it could be a fun joke, but it does end up hurting a lot of people.
I hope he loses every single one of his subscribers, all of them, actually.
While the pregnancy claim was to grab attention through shock value, Yardy insists that he is genuinely in a polyamorous relationship with his 22-year-old girlfriend, Jade, and her 44-year-old mother, Danny. You know what? Jade needs to have a baby at this point because she's at the age that her mother had a baby.
Jade needs therapy, is what Jade
I think
needs.
both of them need
that
therapy.
Gross, disgusting man.
Jade, she doesn't even realize how crazy this is. Literally insane. Jade, who goes by Jade Teen online, is also an OnlyFans model. There are no babies. It's just like a skit. It's not actually real. People who follow me, they're just looking for entertainment. I don't think they really believed it. Yardy told Daily Mail, adding that he's hoping to turn it into reality one day. Oh my God. He really wants to have them both impregnated.
Does anybody in the chat find this funny? I'm genuinely curious. Jokes like this where like they fake pregnancies in general. Like, do you find that funny? I'm genuinely curious if people actually find that kind of stuff. This is now the fourth woman to do this. Bonnie, Lily, now these two morons.
So the video was shared February 18th, yada, 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 both in matching maternity frocks. So this is the mom here. I don't think at my age I could get pregnant again, but it's a miracle, our miracle baby. She said this.
Oh, in the video.
God.
Oh my God, that's even worse. That's our miracle baby. Oh.
And apparently it's amazing to be able to share our love and inspire others to try out an unconventional relationship. It's not often that a mother and daughter are pregnant at the same time, let alone by the same man, but we wouldn't want things to be any other way. And I actually do think she probably believes it. 2 miracle babies.
You know what a miracle baby is? Is when you've been trying for years and years and years and you get pregnant. Or a miracle baby is when you've had miscarriages over and over and over again and you finally have one that sticks. That's a miracle. Oh, I hate these women. No, I hate them with the love of Jesus, but they deserve the hell they're gonna get. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Culture, for letting us know about this.
Shout out Culture.
Crash Mondo for 2 says, Jesus, we're done now. Come back now, please.
Amen.
Amen to
Come get
that for
it.
sure.
I'm done.
Damaj for $2. That dude's gonna get 66'd in his sleep. Oh no. Nightmare for $2 says hell is no longer only accessible after death. Yeah, we are
living
in
it.
a very weird timeline.
I'm convinced this is a
God.
oh god.
And Staccato, thank you for the $4.99. You know this is BS.
Well, we do now. Thanks,
We do
Culture.
now. Thanks, Culture. Honestly, most of the stories I find, I know most of them are pretty fake, but I just like rating them just to, you know, if this was real, because if you think about it, that's probably in existence to be
Oh
fair.
yeah, there's some dude out there that's living this right now, and it's like, man, why didn't I start a YouTube channel? Because his women are probably really, really fat.
Yup.
They're not only fans.
But anyways, I guess we can go next with this story. So I came upon this story a week ago, and I'll let you guys decide what you want to think about this. So this TikTok channel, JVNal415, she's a Arctic flight attendant, and so she decided to make this video, which ended up going viral, where where she said, can't even be yourself anymore without the world being so sensitive. What's wrong with a little twerk before work? People act like they never did that before. Hashtag FYP, hashtag flight attendant life forever, hashtag discrimination.
How is that discrimination?
So this is not the original quote that was under there, but she posted this before she started work. And I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of twerking in general, but
she's on the clock.
This is the weird thing. So flight attendants actually only get paid for airtime.
Oh, her dress is cute. Like their color coordination's cute. I don't know why it's so tight on her, but
she's got just a big butt. But anyways,
yeah.
It's a weird technicality that flight attendants have. I don't know why they do this. I think it's super unfair because you obviously have to go to the airport like 2 hours, an hour beforehand, travel in, and same thing when you land. Sometimes you have to go through immigration, et cetera, if you're staying there.
Is that everywhere? Is that only in Canada?
I believe all flight attendants, from my understanding. Now, I haven't talked to every single flight attendant, of every airline, but I've talked to at least 2 American and then like mostly Canadian. So, yeah, regardless, even if you're paid only when you're in the air, you're on the clock. Because guess what? You're in a uniform and you represent the company.
So it also says you are right. And it also does not include boarding or deplaning. So the hour to 45 minutes that these girls stand, or guys, whoever, stand there at the front of the plane while you take your sweet ass time getting your 15 kids and their luggage and all the screaming and yelling, and you don't know how to stand up when the plane lands
and then help people
all of you
on
out.
And off.
These girls aren't even getting paid. Oh hell no. You know, I always thought about being a flight attendant. There's no way they make that much money to justify that. There's no way.
How much do flight attendants make? They make good money. Don't get me wrong, but
$68,000 a year is the median salary.
It's
I guess that's a lot for not getting paid.
Yeah, and you work maybe 3 days a week or something like that, because there is limitations on how long you can be on a flight or whatnot.
Now this is a good point, Sandro. This is the same way when I worked for Disney, and even off the clock, if people knew I worked for Disney, then we represented the company as well. He says, most airline companies have a policy that as long as you're wearing your uniform, you're a walking billboard that represents the company and you're expected to behave as such. That is very true. That was that same way when I worked at the Venetian, when we were walking from the front desk to the employee underground for lunch. Like, we had to be respectful. We could take our badges off and like try and blend in, but if we didn't, like we had to act like we were still,
Working.
work mode. Yeah, that's the same. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Which I understand, because guess what? That is their reputation. That represents them. And also, this girl probably just wanted to film herself being on a plane, doing a TikTok, doing a dance, because it's on a plane. Because there's so many people who literally pay to take pictures of themselves on a private jet. There is literally a service that you can pay for that's like $100 or $200 or whatever, and you can sit inside the plane, stand outside the plane, and take pictures as if you were having a jet setting life.
I think my favorite part about this is that the song she chose is ghetto. Literally. The irony, girl. The irony.
So,
I can't see the comments. What do the comments say? They agree? Do they disagree? They tell her she needs a reality check?
Let me just slide the slider.
I mean, if she's making that follow-up video, hashtag discrimination is real. It's not discrimination. You're just an idiot.
Okay, so here are some of the comments, because I do have a couple articles here as well. So just curious, are you still a flight attendant at Alaska? Apply to other airlines with God willing you get hired. You're so pretty. I don't want you to get fired over this girl. Although we all could get fired if we did this on the clock. Absolutely. I'll give it to her. She's technically not on the clock. And guess what? She probably could have twerked and not had a single thing happen to her if she didn't film it and post it on social media.
Yeah. Or if she just was dancing like a normal person, like that cute little shuffle walk she does, like, hey, we're getting ready to go on a fly, like we're going to Ibiza or whatever, right?
Shaking.
That right there, that probably would have been fine. But you got to be a whore. Why? Stop it. Stop being a hoe on the clock.
I love how Nikki says, I don't see what you did wrong. These people be hating. I just want to know where you get your boots. Nothing wrong with what you did because you're not doing it during work. You also have your own private life to live, which you are absolutely allowed to do. Okay. So I feel like we're getting mixed. I'm almost curious as to the age groups of these people, because I feel like the younger generation would be like, there's nothing wrong, but I see something wrong with that.
Yeah. Well, the one comment was like, you're in uniform, there's nothing wrong because you're at work, or there's nothing wrong, you're not on the clock. But the person responding to that one that you just read said, which is what we kind of brought up before, was like, she's still in uniform at her place of business. Like, settle down.
Yep. So, Twerking flight attendant says Alaska Airlines' decision to terminate her was discriminatory because her dance was geared towards the urban community. So, no surprise here, Alaska Airlines did fire her for this.
Good. Yay, Alaska. Also, I did not know Alaska Airlines' outfits were that cute. I'm going to go apply right now. They have a position open, so I'm on it.
So this girl here claims that she suffered discrimination at the hands of Alaska Airlines after the Seattle-based carrier fired her when a 15-second video of her dancing at the back of the Boeing 737 went viral, speaking out in detail for the first time about how she lost her dream job as a flight attendant. Nell Dayala alleges that Alaska Airlines only decided to terminate her because her dance routine was geared towards the urban community. Guess what? I think if you booty shaked about like that in any way, I'm sorry, you're out. Or if you showed your crotch, I don't know. You shake your boobies, maybe like this, like a shimmy shake. I feel like they'd have a conversation with you at the very least. It's not appropriate. So in contrast, Nell claims that two other AA flight attendants who posted a video of themselves twerking in uniform on board an airplane were not fired because one of them is Eurocentric descent and the other is part of the LGBTQ plus community. I would love to see these videos.
You're Eurocentric descent, so white.
Yes. She says it so proper.
I know. Big words for Elmo.
So the company did discriminate against me because my video was geared towards the urban community. Nell wrote in a lengthy post about how she lost her job. So of course the company would like to embrace all cultures, but leave the minority girl from the ghetto out. After the video went viral in December 2024, Nell claims that no one from AA ever asked her to remove the clip from the internet, but she voluntarily took it down after realizing it was garnering so much attention.
Because she knew she
Uh,
was going to get in trouble.
Yep. So Nell was, however, pulled into a meeting with her managers to discuss the video before being made to wait an agonizing 2 weeks before the airline made a decision about her fate. The decision came on the last day of her probation.
You were on probation, girl. You always wait to do this.
This is
Everybody knows
my
this.
favorite
You
part.
wait until after probation to do stupid shit.
She just got the job and was doing crazy stuff.
That's
Like, that
why
is
she was
insane.
fired, because it was easier to fire. I bet the other two were not on probation. That's why they haven't fired him.
Mhm.
I bet you anything, because it's harder to do. Oh no.
Yep. So,
Oh Nelly.
so the decision came on the very last day of her probation when crew scheduling pulled her from a trip and sent her to a management meeting. Later that same day, Nell was unemployed, fired.
Now.
In response to being terminated, Nell decided that the world should see her twerking dance. When she reposted the video, she added the hashtag discrimination is real. She previously explained how she came to record the harmless video in the first place, saying that it was shot at 6 a.m. one morning and she was waiting for the pilots to arrive. As a result, Nell and the other crew were stuck on the plane and idling away for their time for 2 hours without any passengers on board the plane as they waited for the pilots to show up. Now, honestly, if I knew I had to wait 2 hours, I wouldn't be filming a TikTok. I would be on my phone or sleeping or just nothing. Why?
Or like, if you're gonna film something on the plane, be like, here we are, like this is what we're doing, without obviously, revealing like confidential information or whatever, but you could be like, here's the girlies getting ready for the pilots, we waiting on these men, or whatever. Like you make it fun. Like, don't do that.
Yeah. But she's doing urban community dancing, I guess. I don't really know what to call
Which
it.
is not appropriate for anything. Y'all remember Step Up 2? That's urban community dancing, that club they go to where you're like, good Lord Jesus. Yep.
If it looks like you could possibly get pregnant from it, don't do it.
Do it in public. At least on your job. Don't do it on your job.
Yep. So the video went viral overnight, but instead of love and support, it brought unexpected scrutiny. Although it was a poor decision on my behalf, I didn't think it would cost me my dream job. And now this is a learning lesson, guys. What are you going to do next time that you have downtime, and you're in uniform? Not do videos like that. And guess what? No consequences because you didn't do the bad thing. So,
or at least wait until after probation.
Yep. Unfortunately, the incident has put Nell off of ever wanting to become a flight attendant again. She says she turned down the opportunity to work as crew for 2 major airlines after she came to that realization. She is now considering taking legal action against AA in response to a request for comment. Alaska Airlines says it didn't want to comment on the personal matters. Okay, skip. Now, she actually did make, I think, a GoFundMe.
No.
Nell Diala.
I like the next line of that for those of you who were reading ahead with me. It says that Alaska Airlines has been using TikTok and other social media to like look for their employees having bad behavior, and kudos.
That's the thing, is like social media, people have been doing this for a long time. Guess what? When you play hooky from work, have you ever thought of not posting on Facebook that you, I went out for a nice, little lunch instead, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I had, when I worked at the hotel in Vegas, we had these guys, 2 people that were dating. They called out, I think it was for New Year's. They called out for New Year's, and then went to a party, which we all knew that they were going to a party, like nobody cared, but they went and posted pictures and somebody snitched them out.
You gotta be
But
careful
then, like,
with that.
completely trashed at whatever party, like Happy New Year, blah, 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 even though they called out sick. Listen, we all do it, okay? But post your post a few days later.
Be careful. Just be careful. Now, I can't find the actual GoFundMe, but I found an article about it.
Cavateno said it closed.
Oh, okay. So Nell Diala GoFundMe raises over $3,000. It's not much.
That's really not much considering you had a $70,000 a year on average job. Yikes, buddy.
Yeah. So that is not a lot. Support for a wrongfully fired flight attendant. She wanted $12K. Oof. That is sad. Well, I think most of us have the same opinion on this matter. Don't do that.
Don't do it. She
Just don't
probably
do it.
started an OnlyFans. I
She
mean, she's
could.
pretty.
At the height of it, she definitely like she got some moves. Okay, I'll even give her that. She got moves. I don't personally want to see it. You can do it on OF, so I don't have to see it. Make other people subscribe, girl. Get your cash if you want to.
Yeah.
Do your thing. I don't care. And yeah,
Don't twerk before work. Don't twerk during work. And don't twerk after work unless it's at home.
yep. So let's see. We got here Andrew Matthews with the 2 British pounds says, please play Split Fiction with Tugs. Ooh.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Should we? I'm down. I'm down. So I like that game so far. I haven't finished it yet.
It looks fun.
I mean, we played It Takes Two. We played the prison one, so it would only make sense. I'm just having so much fun with Aliens Fireteam Elite, though.
I know. I love that game too.
So I
I'm
mean, we
having
have
fun
to
with that
finish
game.
that first, and then we can
Yeah.
maybe. We also might have someone joining us that would make the game a lot significantly easier. But anyways, Culture Casino for $2. Their policy is very clear. Also sent you more cringe. Oh no.
Oh, hopefully not too easy.
Okay. Oh,
Oh God, what?
Culture. This is a nasty article. Oh my God, just the title of it. Sorry.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna update everyone. We are at $54.20 before we get to $100. So we have $45.80 left. Before Tugs eats a pickle and I put on my Hello Kitty outfit. Just wanted to put that out there. So you're gonna have a reaction to this title.
Oh no.
Are you ready?
No.
I cheated on my boyfriend with my drapist.
What? Oh, honey. The
That
therapy.
is
Go to
screwed
therapy.
up. That is screwed up. What is wrong with you?
Therapy. We all need therapy.
So by seducing my assaulter, I was reclaiming the control I'd lost over my body and identity. Now, who actually won in the end?
He did. Also, how did he not grape her again? Honestly.
I
Serious
don't
question. We laugh, but I was weird.
know.
Like if she came on to him, first of all, he didn't recognize. Well, he probably didn't recognize her because why would he? But he didn't think to do the thing twice. Okay, whatever.
I think we're gonna have to pause a moment here. You're gonna have to go get your pickle.
Did we reach it? Oh, that was
we
easy.
reached it. Culture Casino.
Oops.
With the $50 is problem solved. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue kind of reading this. Thank you, Culture. You are insane. You are insane. Cheers. Okay. And Ian. Ian. Whoa, what a headline to walk into. You can thank Culture Casino for this. It's produced by Culture Tonight. I mean, I had a bunch of articles ready, and this is even wilder than I imagined. Nightmare for $2 says Jack Murphy approves. I don't know. Jack Murphy is was it like $1 basically to show his butthole? Anyways, so let's read this. Everything was black until it wasn't. Coming to felt like swimming up from the depths of a murky pond. When I reached the surface, I found a reality scarier than death. I was on my stomach on an ear mattress on my dorm room floor. A man crushed me from above. Sorry, I'm going to say this. Thrusting into me roughly from behind. This is very awkward. With a blurry glimpse over my shoulder, I registered the face of a close friend's brother. my leaden brain, slowly grinding back to full consciousness and struggle to push away unwanted questions. How did I get here? Did I say yes to this? So it sounds like this is her drapist
Story.
story.
Dangerously drunk.
I am going to go and grab my Hello Kitty onesie.
I
Can
feel
you-
weird eating this pickle now with this article. You know what? Okay.
Here, why don't you show whoopsies. Show you eating your pickle while I get my onesie.
This is a garlic Joe pickle. This is the size. We've got the same girth and size as the Hot Mama. Does it taste like garlic? Kinda. It's good. It tastes like a pickle with a hint. It doesn't really taste garlicky though. I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping there would be more garlic. Although I am Italian though, so there's never enough garlic in my personal opinion. But it's good. It's good. Pickle juice. That'll be the next 100. I'll shoot the pickle juice. You said garlic and Vinny walked off. Yeah, he's pouting because I won't take him out.
Okay, I'm back. I'm still putting this on, so we can continue reading.
Where are we? I did my best to piece the fractured night together like shards of glass. The last thing I remember is arriving at a beach-themed frat party. Oh, well, that was your first mistake. Those always get dangerous. Who had primed me with several shots during our pregame and convinced me to go.
Shots also another bad idea.
Yeah, because you pregame. See, this is the problem with college, is that you pregame before the frat party, as one does. Like I still pregame. It's always fun to like have a couple drinks.
Frat party is the game. Like you don't need to pregame for it.
The only thing you should be pre-gaming before a frat party with is pickle juice and water.
We sound like grandmas being like,
I'm just trying to drop some knowledge on the kids, okay?
So yeah, and convince me to forgo a shirt for a bikini top. Of course, another dangerous thing. Don't listen to boys sometimes.
No. Other friends noticed that I was dangerously drunk and deposited me in the common room of her dorm to sleep it off along with her brother, who was visiting that weekend. I'll never forget my roommate's blasé response when I told her that I'd come to during intercourse with a relative stranger. Quote, she said, "So you had your first one night stand. Don't you feel cooler?" No. No, I don't feel cooler.
Basically, wait. Your brother does that to your friend, and that's your response?
Why is your Hello Kitty onesie black?
Because they didn't want to buy white.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they came in black. Does it come in black? The only reason I say that is because Hello Kitty is white. So I was confused.
This is Netflix's Hello Kitty, okay? Whatever.
I told the chat in the next 100, if we make it, I'll take a shot of the pickle juice.
Ooh, I'll take a sip of something.
Well, it says a close friend's brother.
Oh, so it's not. Okay.
No,
so
it does. Yeah, no, it says no, it is her brother. Yeah. One deposit. I was dangerously drunk, and one friend deposited me in the common room of her dorm to sleep it off along with her brother. Yeah, it was her brother. Damn.
That is. You know what? The mother-daughter thing, they both equally wanted to. They entered into the relationship knowing full well, and I think that's fine. It's disgusting, but it's fine. This, if you do not think that your brother is so gross and disgusting for doing what he did, and just said, "Don't you feel cool that you had your first one night stand?"
Yeah.
You are not a girl's girl, clearly.
Yeah, close friend's brother. So yeah, it had to have been her brother. That's crazy.
Wow. I'm floored.
I'm glad I have this snack for this story. Thanks, guys.
Because like realistically, like I don't know. I'm still in the mindset of like probably like hashtag me too believe women, and this is obviously something that just freshly happened. It's not like she would lie about this. So oh my god. This hurts me. This hurts my heart for this girl. And what she's gonna do next is probably more detrimental to her health. So I retained so few memories that it was so surprisingly easy to let the whole incident recede from my mind. So, in attempted to take off the surreal, creeping dread, I told myself things like those shots were a bad idea, but I need to blow off steam. And I've only slept with 2 boyfriends before. Maybe I was due for a one night stand. And besides, what a 21-year-old girl hasn't had a night like this? That's rationalization.
Mm-hmm.
Like that,
Denial.
it's a sad reality that this does happen to a lot of victims, unfortunately. So, but I didn't say any of that to my friends, family, or therapists for fear someone would question my interpretation of what happened. I told close girlfriends the bare minimum, letting them assume the encounter was consensual. I retained so few memories that it was surprisingly easy to let the whole incident recede from my mind. Started dating someone new. I graduated. I got a job. When my college friends reunited to go dancing a few months after we'd move off campus, most of us back in our parents' suburban homes, I was excited. I didn't think twice about the invitation to join one friend's family for dinner beforehand, even though it meant seeing her brother, the one with whom I shared a disturbing history. My denial, I like that she says disturbing history, and she apparently was empowering herself to go F him. My denial was so strong, so effective that I would sit a few feet away from him like it was no big deal, laughing, chatting, and eating lasagna. After dinner, it became clear that the brother would be joining us at the bar, and strangely, I started to escalate my small talk to flirtation. It was like shifting into autopilot mode I didn't know existed. Without a clear thought or strategy, I drank enough to soften my focus and banish my inhibitions, but not so much that I lost control. I knew where I was and how to get to safety. I could pinpoint my friends on the dance floor, the better way to dodge them as I moved closer and closer to my assailant. Eventually, I suggest we go back to his apartment. Oh my God, girl. Being back in bed with him didn't scare me. We rolled around, made out, yada, 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 PG-13, the way I might have behaved with high school crush. He didn't push for more, and I didn't offer. Apparently, 3 friends rousing on his grungy couch, shooting me confused looks. They were friendly with my pretty serious boyfriend. Yeah.
I have questions.
I know I should be ashamed and frankly worried that my boyfriend, who I had been with for a year and would go on to date for another 3, would find out. Oh my God. But I was neither. Instead, I felt like I scratched a hard to reach itch. Cheating wasn't something I took lightly. Cheating isn't something I took lightly, but whatever deep-seated need I'd satisfied that night was more important than fidelity. An obscure yet palpable sense of relief drove away any hint of guilt before it could take hold. This is very dark. Culture, what'd you do here now? Counterintuitive as it may seem, my impulse to initiate a second encounter with my attacker more than a year after the original incident makes sense to experts on SA. Attempting to master a situation which you previously did not have control is one way a lot of victims respond, says Jim Hopper, PhD, teaching associate in psychology of Harvard Medical. Interesting. So apparently this happens a lot.
Especially when there's no what's the word? Justice? Is justice the right word? I don't know if justice is the right word, but in many cases,
Consequences
like
on his end. There's
no consequences.
justice.
Nobody believed her, so she's been sitting with this, but she put it back in the back of her brain, right? We all do that with trauma, and eventually it comes up, right? In the most unexpected way. Some people lash out, some people cry, without realizing, whatever. And that she's not wrong. It's true. So,
and I think it makes sense now they put it that way, that she would do this, and it is twisted. Most normal people who have not been in that situation, i.e. us, were like, why the heck would you do that? That is not empowering you whatsoever.
yeah.
But in some twisted way,
It's a
maybe
way
it
of
is.
her taking control back is what it is, which doesn't make sense to us from the outside, but I fortunately have never been in that situation.
That's insane. Culture, it's okay. We still love you. It's just taking another tangent we didn't expect. Looking back, I see the logic. Why wouldn't I want to reclaim the narrative by rewriting my story with a different ending, one in which I reverse the dynamic with someone who'd previously robbed me of all power? The motivation is usually trying to gain some sense of authority, either over a sex scenario or even how the perpetrator sees you, i.e., not as someone they can do whatever they want to. It can be a way to manage your perception of yourself by painting a different picture of what happened, because who wants to think of themselves as a rape victim?
Yeah. Which she herself had said that she had already did. Like, oh, it was just a one night stand. Like she convinced her brain it was that.
Yeah.
So now, a year later, that is what it is. Now her brain matches her brain story, which is completely made up, matches with reality
Rewriting
instead of being a
history.
rape victim. Mm-hmm.
This is sad. It's like,
It's really
it's
sad.
such a really sad way to deal with this, when reality,
Yeah.
he should have just been, but in the end, like I said, he still won
Mm-hmm.
because he
If he
got what
even
he wanted.
remembers, depending on how drunk he was.
Well, that's true.
You know, the fact that he didn't initiate more, she said he didn't initiate more, tells me he doesn't even remember he did it. That's what that tells me, which is even sadder. Because then how do you prove that in court? Like if she did pursue it, you know, it's all heartbreaking.
Yeah. It took me until age 29, 8 years after the assault, to even consider the term rape victim might apply to me. When I told my fiance and therapist the story about a year ago, they were both quick to call it grape. For so long, I evaded the truth so I could avoid becoming a statistic. And I think this happens to a lot of people, when people are like, why didn't you come forward? And I can at least understand this one instance, whereas there are victims who go back to the perpetrator multiple times, and I don't understand that.
Mm.
Maybe a therapist needs to help me understand that, but and that's why I think that's the sad part about #MeToo. Like, when you read stories like this, and this could have maybe helped a girl out who could have come forward, but
Yeah.
then you get these people who do this whole song and dance, and look how she reacted, right?
Yeah.
She didn't even know she was in that situation till years later. Which is insane. Because of guilt. She thinks it was, oh, it was just a party. We were all drunk. Blah,
Yeah. I was super drunk. Like,
isn't it cool you
maybe
had
I
your
don't
first
remember
one-night
it
stand?
right. Yeah. I don't remember it right. I had to have said yes. Like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it sounds like she at least recognizes what it is now. So I'm very happy about that. And she says here, rarely does the narrative unfold linearly, with police reports, justice, and a clear path to healing. I now understand there are complex survival instincts at play. When I chose to climb back in bed with the grapist, it's time we stop being surprised that the primitive, unnatural act of grape can trigger an equally primitive,
That's
unnatural
true.
response in its victims.
Yep. I'm honestly
Yeah.
shocked. Like I'm glad that it didn't go any further, because I don't what I want the damage that would have caused. I wonder.
Damn.
Mentally, you know. That's
Thank
crazy.
you, culture. I just love poking fun at culture now.
That's so crazy. That poor girl. It's honestly the psychology of sexual assault victims and rape victims, especially the ones that don't in her
Realize?
exact situation, where they don't come forward, and not because they're not that, oh, you didn't come forward, not that, but because, you know, you're talking with your friends the next day, you're literally blacked out drunk, it's college, you know what I mean, and all this stuff. It's like um that happens so much in the trauma that gets put down. Like it's crazy, and you never know when it's going to come back up again, because you've, like she did, she switched the story in her mind and she pushed it aside, didn't even really think about it anymore, and it was fine. And then all of a sudden it was like, I'm going to fix this in her head. You know, I'm going to fix this. This is how I'm going to fix it. And it's so sad and heartbreaking. It's so sad.
Yeah.
And it breaks
And
my heart. And the women like her.
it's wild because do you remember the gymnast, chiropractor, doctor guy? A lot of the girls had no idea that they were even affected by that situation. They were just like, oh, this is like part of the treatment.
It's
right?
normal. Yeah.
It feels normal. And my mom is there. Of course I'm going to accept it. They're like watching, right? Or my dad's there, and they didn't even realize it was happening at the time. And you're like, well, how could I let this happen? But it just, when some people are just really good at lying, right?
Yeah. Well, it's a manipulation. It's
Yeah.
just like if you're
Well, power
narcissist and
dynamic.
everybody. Mhm. It's just a manipulation.
So yeah.
Emotional manipulations.
In any case, we're gonna try to twist this into a more positive note.
That's
Hopefully.
crazy. Thank you, Culture, for the article. That was heartbreaking.
I
That
think
poor
I think
girl.
it was a good talk.
It was a good article.
Although albeit very inappropriate with our pickle eating and Hello Kitty.
I know. I was like, should I eat this pickle or should I wait? I was like, you know what? Just take the pickle. We'll
Ian
pretend it's his pickle. Get wrecked. Jerk.
Ian so forth with the 25 British pounds. And in which reputable journal did you happen across this effing heck? It was Mary Claire and Culture Casinos. The vehicle. I love you, Culture. Psychotic Mongoose has gifted 5 Poor Choices memberships to the channel. Thank you so much.
Mongoose.
And Culture Casinos just said $2. Don't check your DMs. Sorry. Yeah. Well, the article that you did send is actually kind of interesting. But yeah, chiropractic manipulation. No, it was both.
Mental manipulation.
Both. Yeah. In the situation of Dr. whatever Nassar, he was using chiropractor to manipulate other people, saying it was a
Both
treatment.
physically and mentally, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, we have here, this started making the rounds. Why do all women insist on skin tight clothing? So we have a picture here. My girlfriend has a pooch, like pick, and it doesn't seem to go away no matter how hard she hits the gym. Is surgery my only hope? Now,
I like how is surgery my only hope, not her only hope, my only hope. You know what would be your only hope? Just break up with her, honestly.
break up with your friend.
Break up with your girlfriend, dude. My girlfriend has a pooch like this. Is surgery my only hope? First of all, it's not about you.
I thought they were
So
friends.
if you don't like it, dump her. No. I read this as a man. I read this as a man posted this. It's not. This isn't her girlfriend. It's his girl. I read this as a man.
Oh,
posted.
as a
My
man.
girlfriend has
Okay.
a
Sorry.
pouch has a pooch like this picture, and it doesn't go away no matter how hard she hits the gym. Is surgery my only hope? Her only hope.
If that is a dude saying that about a girl, like if you don't want her to have
That
a
was
pooch, don't date her.
my assumption.
For
I don't know
sure.
if it is or not.
Yeah, that's kind of gross that you would say that about your girlfriend. Because guess what? When she's pregnant, what's she gonna look like then? Assuming
I mean, the thing is like we all have that pooch. We all have it. And so the girl in the black dress also has one. You can't see it because she's wearing black and she's angled different ways. She's also not as heavy as the other girl is. And that it just gets bigger the heavier we get. So the more weight we put on, the more our pooch is going to be prominent. And also, fun fact, she could probably lose a bunch of weight and still have a pooch that's going to be a little bit more prominent anyway, depending on how big her uterus is.
Yeah. Honestly, also, he's probably dating her for her boobies.
Right? Oh, wow. What are you looking at the pooch for? Her boobs are right there, guy. Or gal.
I don't know. I honestly don't really care. Like, if he doesn't want it, just don't date her. It's fine. Go date a skinny girl.
If this is a boyfriend, but that's how I read it. I don't know if it's anonymous post somewhere, but that's how I read it. Oh, I don't know. I might be wrong. But either way.
I'm actually curious, chat.
These two look like sisters.
Do you think that would you care about that girl's pooch? Like, do you think she's still sexy? So yes, I care. Yes. I don't like it. And no, I don't care and would love it. Yeah. Yeah.
We all have it. I hate to break it to you guys. Even at my skinniest,
she's like a teenager. That's where I can see maybe she's like teeny tiny still. Like, but when you become like a woman, it's not even that bad. She's not even overweight. That's the crazy part. Personally, I wouldn't wear that outfit if I were her.
I wouldn't be comfortable in it now. Although the top half of it, I would be.
Yes. She looks great.
Look at D-Day Direwolf's like, give me your whole number.
Believe in yourself, just motorboat your cares away. Wow. So we got like 75% saying they wouldn't care and they would love it regardless. So yeah, I if I were her boyfriend and she was like, babe, what do you think about this dress? I'd be like, your boobs look great. Up to you. It's just very tight in this region.
I mean, a lot of girls don't care because they're like, yeah, I've got a pooch, whatever. I'm a woman, get over it, you know, kind of thing. I'm not there in my confidence just yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Let's see what the comments says. Welcome to hell. Why do women insist on wearing tight clothing? This that picture. Why did you post this? Valid question. Why do women insist on wearing tighter clothing? Now, women will wear tight clothing. If I wear that dress and I saw my boobs look like that, maybe I'm just like, who cares on what my tummy looks like? They're gonna look at this
nobody
anyways.
looked at my belly.
Yeah. This person says it's called having organs inside you. I don't know if you knew that. I hope that helps. Incel alert. Why are you gay? So it just looks like there's a lot of people saying things back and forth, just like our chat, right? So I think very normal. If you could get a girl like that, great, and you love it, great. If you don't like it, just find a new one.
Yeah.
Say la vie.
Yeah.
So
I hope this helps, guys, but we have bellies.
Yes, which will contain children one day, hopefully.
Yeah.
Or have already contained
We need
children.
those pooches to protect our insides. Yeah. It's kind of like a kangaroo pouch.
If you really wanted the girl to lose the weight there, she would have to go to probably less than 20% body fat in order for her to have like a flat tummy.
Which is really hard for women.
She's really like hard. Probably around 23 to 25, just given what I've seen so far. Yeah. So D-Day Direwolf for $5 says, you guys seen this SNL skit with Tom Brady about workplace harassment? No, I haven't. Unfortunately, we cannot watch it.
No. Keto. Yeah, carnivore keto. I don't know. We still don't. Listen, women just naturally are not that less of a body fat, guys. You have to work so hard. Eat like, I mean, the bodybuilding women, a lot of them are on something to help them lose that body fat because they can't, the majority. They cannot, we're not designed that way. We're designed to have that extra percent. I'm not talking 30, 40, 50% body fat. I'm not talking like that. But 20% is probably average for a woman on an average because we need that fat to, again, pooch protects the babies. We need that. Like we don't get that low. It's just not a normal thing for us women to do. So anyway, that's
rant
just,
over.
I know it's hard. I know it's hard to wrap our brains around it. Looking at like Zendaya, who has no ounce of fat on her, but she also doesn't eat. So there's that.
All right. So speaking of eating, this video is of a woman eating, but it's not necessarily of a woman eating.
Oh my gosh. I saw this on TikTok and I was like, you go, mom and dad. We need more of this in the world. Because this gentle parenting thing is not going well.
POV, your son is in jail for DV, whatever that means. I have no idea what that means.
Domestic violence.
Oh, damn. He deserves it. Okay. Anywho, let's see what happens.
Who's that?
You calling me, then you keep calling me. They keep talking about Cal County Jail. Hello?
Can you turn captions on?
Hello?
How do I turn captions on?
I don't know on the maybe up there. If you hover over the video, the 3 dots maybe? Yeah. Oh, it says unavailable. Oh, never mind.
Son, I ain't been answering for a reason. I love you, but you got a lesson to learn. Don't keep all that crying now. You've been calling literally every 5 minutes.
Nah, tell them don't cry now. Don't cry now. Tell them what we're doing. Tell them what we're doing.
We are out eating right now.
That's right.
And you interrupting my meal.
And you could be a free man.
You know how to interrupt your daddy meal.
Could be a free man eating with us.
Could be free. You decided you wanted to abuse your girl. And so now you're behind bars, and this is what you have to deal with. The judge is going to tell you.
Let me talk to
Yeah, I
him.
know you have a bail, but we're not going to pay the bail. Why would I pay the bail for something like that?
Yes, girl. I agree with
Why would
this.
I pay the bail for something like that?
Yeah. Well, you decided to rough up your girl. I think this is well deserved. You know, maybe the parents saw it. I don't know, obviously. But that's one of the things. Okay, so Daredevil, the past episode that happened, there was this guy who had been to like and got arrested like 30 or so times. And so each time you get arrested, you get more and more time in jail. But he was like, no. I only want probation. Okay. So Daredevil, of course, doing his lawyer thing, goes and tells the girl that works at the DA office, gets him down to 10 days, which is pretty rare. Okay.
Mhm.
And then he goes back and tells the guy, like, oh, I got you down to 10 days. He's like, no, I want probation. You know, the last time I was in jail was 20 days and I missed resubscribing for his like food stamps, whatever that term is. I'm not sure. And he's like, but the food stamps only get you like crappy food. I wanted the caramel corn. I want like a dessert. I want good food. Like, don't I deserve good food? So I just took it. And I'm thinking, uh-huh. So you just think you deserve good food? You think you deserve to not go to jail? Because you did something bad? Because you got handed a very bad card. You know, there are people who have, you know, horrible situations that they come from. But you could get a job. You could not do bad things to end up back in jail.
Yeah.
You can afford to do these things. But then he's like, it's the system. They would rather pay more money to put me in jail than give me food. And then, you know what Daredevil goes and says? You're right.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry, Matt Murdock. And I'm like, there are a lot of people who have this mentality, and that like astounds me. And then to see these parents here that says, nah.
Nope, we're not paying your bail. My other favorite, towards the end of the video, she's like, listen, you gotta stop. I think it might be the dad. I don't know. One of them literally is like, you were not crying when you put your hands on her. So
Yeah.
you don't need to be crying now.
Let's see this.
No, it doesn't matter.
Thank you.
She's done. Look at her. She's like, I'm not talking to him anymore.
Son, yeah, no. It can't happen, son. You gotta learn your lesson. You have to learn your lesson. Love you and don't drop the soap. Bye-bye.
Love you and don't drop the soap. Good kudos, Dad.
Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. Oh my god.
That's what he said at the end.
Don't drop the soap. Hey,
Love you, don't drop the soap.
if you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime, okay?
Yep. And I love that because it was an interesting video because it's also it's kind of refreshing to not refreshing, but it's kind, I mean, it's refreshing that they're telling him no, and I think we need more of that because the gentle parenting thing has gotten out of control. And there's so many parents out there that like, oh, you were the victim here, blah, 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 whatever. And they're just like, nope, that's not how we raised you. You put your hands on her, you deserve to rot. Goodbye.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like, there are some really loosey-goosey parents, and I always see it, especially when I did X-ray more full time. You could tell who was the boss between the parent and child relationship, depending on how they set their foot down. And that, you know, are you gonna really let the child parent themselves? They're gonna be well worse off for it, and they're not gonna have discipline, et cetera, et cetera. And I mean, I'd rather have my child have a backbone and understand society better than someone who just wants handouts all the time.
Yep.
Would that happen to a woman though? Like, if they went to jail, I would assume, right?
No.
What's the difference?
It would if you were my child.
Yep. Okay, we'll watch this one more video. I really actually enjoyed this. So okay, I'm gonna read the caption first. Tough to watch, but a wake-up call. I hear it all the time. Mo, I hate running. Well, guess what? You need to be good at it, not just for fitness, but for situations like this. And especially if you are a person in this field. Okay. I agree. If these two individuals were the only ones there, that man's life could have been on the line. Running isn't just about fitness, it's about getting ready to save a life when it matters most. Stay ready always.
This is sad. This is a very unfortunate video. Thank God there's a man there that comes and grabs the gear and takes it over to the rest of the people to take care of that guy that's on the ground. This, my friends, is why it's so important to stay ready. This is why you have to have endurance. I hear this all the time. Mo, I hate running. Well, guess what? You need to be good at running, not just for fitness, but for cases just like this in this video. These two individuals clearly do not take care of themselves to the point where if that guy wasn't there, and let's say that man who needed attendance, his life was on the line. He is on a timeline. There's no chance in hell that those two people can run over there, get to that man, and render the aid that is needed in a timely, effective manner, being that deconditioned. So learn how to run, learn how to cover ground and distance under load, carrying things, because you never know, guys, when you might need it to actually save somebody's life. Running isn't just about fitness.
Also, running away. I'm gonna put that out
There's
there.
this trend going on TikTok right now, which is meant to be kind of a man bashing thing, but it brings up a good point, like what he's talking about, like practice carrying stuff. It's videos of women either carrying a dumbbell and running with it, like at the gym, doing sprints back and forth at the gym, or they're literally picking their kids up. Like, what if I needed to get my kids out of the house? What if I needed to get my kids and run down the street to the neighbors? What if my kid was choking on something and I'm running across the street? Whatever. Could I pick my child up and run down the street? And the answer is no.
Also,
No, I
depending on
can't.
what happened to the child, also might not want to pick up a child.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean? Like if I needed to pick, like if somebody was chasing us down the street and I needed to pick my kid up, or we're running out of the house, not necessarily a medical episode, but anything. So it's interesting that he says that too, because, and here's the thing too, is all of these companies, firefighters, medics, like they are, their EMTs, paramedics, whatever they are, and police officers, they all have a physical fitness test that they have to pass in order to get hired. Now, the EMT is the easiest physical fitness test out of all of them. Like you can pass that with your eyes closed. They don't require much. But the firefighter and the police one is pretty grueling. So people train and they practice, and then they pass the physical fitness test, and then they never do it again. You don't have to do it every year. You don't have to do it every 2 years. You don't have to do it ever again. So you see all these fat firefighters and all these fat cops on the street because they don't have to do their physical fitness anymore. And you're watching them just like this going, trying to catch the bad guy that just raped your sister or killed somebody or whatever. And you can't, it drives me heckin' bonkers. It should be a yearly test. It should be a yearly test for this exact reason.
I agree.
Thank God that soccer player took the initiative. Thank God. Because there were already EMTs on the ground with him. You could see them. They needed whatever extra medicine or whatever they needed. And so he was able to get that. It's so crazy. It's insane to me. And I've always been a firm believer that they need to do it every year. And they haven't done it every year. My dad was a cop for 30 years and he only had to do the physical fitness test once when he first got hired in the 70s. So
a lot can change in like even 2 years. Right? So and as someone who has just even worked in a physical job in X-ray, you want to protect your body in all the ways that you can, because repetitive injuries, including even working at a desk, by the way, you want to actually have some sort of cardiovascular work that gets your blood running, and so you don't get clots, et cetera, heart health. And it could be even as simple as, trying to walk upstairs. Some people can't even do that easily. And hey, start with walking if that's all you can do. Walking. It's still better than nothing.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, is if those two EMTs had made it to this guy, like I said, they kept running and they were the only ones there and they kept running, they would not have been able to help him anyway, because they would have been like trying to breathe. They would have had to stop and try to catch their breath because they're so out of shape that it just blows. But these are the people that we pay as tax dollars to save our lives. Cool. Awesome. Excellent. Not just that, but you.
Alrighty. I guess this is almost time to go. I wanted to leave on a more positive note. So, uh, um,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna show the title. Just gonna do one more thing. Culture Casino, the producer for tonight's show, sent me this.
You're hired.
Tracy Cox reveals if women will really be having more sex with men than robots in
Who's
the
Tracy
future.
Cox?
I don't know, but women are already doing it with their toys, so yes. I say yes without even reading this. There is a whole market of women's toys. Of course, a robot.
That's fair, actually. I didn't even think about that.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So, anyways, I just wanted to leave it on a light note.
Gross.
Ew, D-Day, gross. That is disgusting. Anyways, Tugs, what is going on with you for the next few days?
We have morning roasts tomorrow. And then I'm off of streaming unless Tuesday we're doing our thing on Tuesday until the 27th, other than like morning roasts and poor choices because Duke is off for the next like 7 days. But Tuesday, Aliens Fire Team, if you're available, we're down for that. But yeah. That's all I know.
Morning roast tomorrow, of course. Then I will be playing Assassin's Creed Shadow after morning roasts for pretty much all day until I go see Snow White.
Yay.
Yay! I know, so exciting.
Yay.
And then I think later in the evening, split fiction with Kara if she's still free for that. But we'll see.
We really have had a lot of variety today, Mongoose. Culture Casino came in and was like, what the heck?
Here you go. And here you go. We love culture.
Yeah, I heard you were having trouble getting in the basement. Because you have to get a second key. I'll tell you how to do it. Yeah. The big key, you'll know when you get down there, but the big key is for the door when you get into the hatch. I made that mistake too. It took me forever to figure it out.
That is literally so stupid. Well, okay.
Reflection. Oh Lord.
I'm gonna send you to let's see who we got here. Who can we send y'all to? I guess Hypnotic. We'll send you Hypnotic. Say hi to Hypnotic. Tell him bad dad jokes.
Bye,
and
everybody.
Hopefully you guys have a very good evening. We have to go because I have to sleep, Staccato. So we'll see you guys next time. And yeah. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for helping us reach the goal, by the way, of
Yay, pickles!
Hello Kitty and Pickle. One day I'll drink again, okay?
Your hair matches your onesie.
I know. I kind of love it. In 4 weeks, I'm going to drink for my birthday. Literally in 4 weeks from here.
Yay!
Love you guys.
She's going to be frat party wasted.
But that other thing won't be happening without consent, if it even happens at all.
I have tasers. Don't worry.
Thank you. I need protection. You know what? Gary will probably be all the protection I need. He goes dad mode all the time, and I appreciate that. So, all right. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.